Throughout the over 5,000-year history of Chinese civilization, there has been a city once hailed as the heart of the world. A place where the cultural, political, and religious brilliance of a glorious era converged, Luoyang. Nestled in the heart of China's central plain, Luoyang was not only a strategic hub of trade but also served as the capital of 13 major dynasties in Chinese history. It bore witness to countless pivotal transformations, gradually shaping the distinctive identity of ancient Chinese culture. The history of Luoyang dates back to ancient times. According to classical texts and folk legends, early sovereigns once chose this land as the cradle of their nascent states. However, it wasn't until 770 BCE, when King Ping of Zhou moved the capital to Luoyang, that Luoyang officially became the capital of the Eastern Zhou dynasty, marking the first time the city assumed the role of the national political center. For over a millennium thereafter, Luoyang flourished as the seat of power for prominent dynasties such as the Eastern Han, Cao Wei, Western Jin, Northern Wei, Sui, and Tang. Notably, Luoyang reached its pinnacle of prosperity under the Eastern Han dynasty in all aspects. Beyond its role as the administrative heart of the nation, it emerged as a hub of scholarship, culture, and religion. During this period, Buddhism was officially introduced into China, and the White Horse Temple, the very first Buddhist temple on Chinese soil, was erected here in 68 CE. Palatial architecture, academic institutions, ancestral shrines, and libraries were built on an impressive scale, crafting a city that was at once majestic and vibrantly alive. In the 5th century, the Northern Wei dynasty moved its capital to Luoyang, leaving a lasting legacy with the creation of the Longmen Grottoes, a breathtaking Buddhist art complex carved into limestone cliffs. Still standing today and honored by UNESCO as a World Cultural Heritage Site. At that time, Luoyang was a capital city and a distinguished center of faith and art in the East. However, as history's relentless tides would have it, Luoyang gradually declined after the golden age of the Tang dynasty due to wars, natural disasters, and shifting political centers. Though it ceased to serve as the imperial capital, the city remained culturally and religiously significant throughout the Song, Yuan, Ming, and Qing dynasties. Numerous ancient structures were restored and preserved, becoming historical emblems that endure today. Today, Luoyang is a modern city that retains its timeless essence in every city wall, stone of its old palace foundations, and every moss-covered pagoda. Landmarks such as the Longmen Grottoes, White Horse Temple, Eastern Han Palace ruins, and Luoyang Old Town are vivid testaments to a once glorious era. Luoyang is not merely an ancient city but a living library of Chinese history, a crossroads where the past and present meet, forming a magnificent symphony of time. The history of Luoyang is a saga of resilience, chosen prominence, and civilization whose flame continues to burn in the heart of humanity. Situated at the core of the fertile North China Plain, Luoyang is far more than a geographical location. It is a vibrant symbol of a golden epoch in Chinese history. Known as one of the four great ancient capitals, alongside Chang'an, Nanjing, and Beijing, Luoyang once served as the imperial seat for over 13 dynasties, including the Shang, Zhou, Han, and Tang, etching a profound legacy into East Asian cultural memory. This city holds a prized geographical position, believed by ancient feng shui traditions to be a spot where dragon energy converges, and represents the cradle of ancient Chinese culture and scholarship. Here, the majestic Longmen Grottoes, with over 100,000 exquisitely carved Buddha statues, showcase the pinnacle of artistic achievement during the Northern Wei and Tang periods. If there is one place where history, faith, and art unite to form an immortal masterpiece, it is undoubtedly the Longmen Grottoes, located by the Yi River, about 12 kilometers south of Luoyang in Henan Province. Longmen is not just a religious site but a radiant symbol of ancient Buddhist art. Construction of the Longmen Grottoes began during the Northern Wei dynasty, 5th century, and continued through several dynasties, including the Sui, Tang, and Song, over more than 400 years. The complex boasts over 2.300 caves and niches, over 100,000 Buddha statues, approximately 2.800 inscribed stone steles, and over 60 pagodas, all meticulously carved into limestone cliffs along the riverbank. Among these, the grand statue of Vairocana Buddha in the Fengxian cave stands out. It is considered an ideal embodiment of Tang era beauty, nearly 17 meters tall, with a serene and compassionate expression. The statue is remarkable in scale and the graceful precision of its craftsmanship. Every detail on the Buddha's face radiates the spirit of wisdom and compassion. Longmen is more than a site of devout reverence. It is an open-air museum preserving a vast trove of Buddhist art. The bas-reliefs, guardian deities, celestial maidens, and engraved sutras all witness the dedication and genius of countless artisans from ancient times. Longmen's convergence of architecture, calligraphy, and sculpture makes it especially unique. The inscribed calligraphy on the steles, especially the works of the renowned Song-era scholar Liang Shu, has earned Longmen the title of the second home of Chinese calligraphy, second only to the Forest of Steles in Qiang. Today, the Longmen Grottoes are recognized as a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site since 2000, drawing visitors from around the globe to this sacred and mysterious destination. Here, one can admire extraordinary artistry while sensing a once brilliant civilization's spiritual depth, philosophical wisdom, and enduring soul. In addition, the White Horse Temple, considered the first Buddhist temple on Chinese soil, was also constructed in Luoyang, marking a historic moment of cultural convergence between native Chinese traditions and Buddhism introduced from India. Throughout the vast expanse of Chinese history, specific structures transcend their physical form to become spiritual symbols and living bridges between the past and present. The White Horse Temple, located east of Luoyang City in Henan Province, is one edifice, a birthplace of Chinese Buddhism imbued with legend, sanctity, and historical splendor. Built in the year 68 CE during the reign of Emperor Ming of the Eastern Han Dynasty, the White Horse Temple was not merely a religious site but a testament to the dawn of Buddhist thought in China. According to legend, Emperor Ming dreamed of a golden deity flying into the Imperial Palace, a divine sign heralding the arrival of Buddhism. He subsequently sent emissaries to India to seek out Buddhist scriptures. Two Indian monks, Shimoding and Zhu Falang, returned with the envoys, carrying sacred texts and statues of the Buddha on the back of a white horse. In honor of their mission and the animal that bore the Dharma, the emperor erected a White Horse Temple, Bamasi. Beyond its historical significance, the White Horse Temple is a masterpiece of religious architecture. Over more than 2,000 years, it has undergone numerous renovations and restorations under various dynasties, including the Sui, Tang, Song, Yuan, Ming, and Qing. Despite the passage of time and many upheavals, the temple has retained its solemn, ancient charm through structures like the Hall of the Heavenly Kings, the Mahavira Hall, the Sutra Repository, and the peaceful, majestic Chinese-style gardens. Uniquely, the White Horse Temple has served as a place of worship and a center for scripture translation, Buddhist education, and propagation. China's first school of Buddhist translation emerged, laying the foundation for a localized Buddhist scholastic tradition. Many significant sutras were translated from Sanskrit into Chinese within its walls, ushering in a golden age of Eastern Buddhism. Today, the White Horse Temple is a nationally protected cultural relic and a major pilgrimage and tourism site that draws visitors from across China and the world. Beneath the shade of ancient Bodhi trees, the gentle chime of temple bells invites visitors to experience the sacred essence of the heavens and earth, a meditative harmony of history and spirituality. Speaking of the ancient city of Luoyang, the former imperial capital of many glorious dynasties, one cannot overlook the peony flower. Hailed as the national beauty with heavenly fragrance, it is a symbol of elegance, prosperity, and nobility. Luoyang bursts into vibrant bloom each spring during the annual Peony Festival, a grand cultural event deeply rooted in Chinese tradition. The festival typically takes place from early April to early May, when the peonies are in full, radiant bloom. During this season, the entire city of Luoyang transforms into a floral wonderland with hues of deep crimson, delicate pink, pure white, and golden yellow. From Wangcheng Park and the National Peony Garden to traditional spots like the Emperor's Hundred Flowers Garden, every corner is drenched in the flowers' mesmerizing beauty. But the festival is more than just a celebration of blossoms. It is a cultural and tourism highlight integrating art, religion, history, and international exchange. Visitors not only admire hundreds of rare and precious peony varieties, many of which have been cultivated since the Tang Dynasty, but also participate in a diverse range of activities: flower parades, traditional costume showcases, dragon dances, calligraphy demonstrations, classical concerts, and even reenactments of ancient royal ceremonies honoring the peony. For the people of Luoyang, the peony is not just a flower, it is a spiritual emblem. Intertwined with local pride and cultural heritage, it is no coincidence that the peony is known as the Queen of Flowers. Luoyang, its historical home, is celebrated as the peony capital of China. From its humble beginnings as a local folk festival, the Luoyang Peony Festival has grown into a nationally significant celebration, attracting millions of visitors annually. It promotes the city's image, rekindles pride in its illustrious past, and strengthens cultural ties in the modern era. In ancient times, the city of Luoyang was not only a political center but also a gathering place for scholars, poets, and literati. The great poet Bai Jui once served as an official heap and left behind many immortal verses. The stone-paved streets, gilded palaces, and winding rivers formed a magnificent portrait of a once glorious empire. Amidst the hustle and bustle of modern China, there still exists a land that seems to have stepped out of an ancient dream. The old city of Luoyang, Luoyang Shan, a precious gem of East Asian culture, where every stone, wall, and tile still echoes the footsteps of emperors and sages of old. Located in the heart of Luoyang, Henan Province, the old city is the spiritual remnant of one of China's four great ancient capitals. Alongside Xi'an, Beijing, and Nanjing, with over 4,000 years of history and serving as the capital for more than 13 dynasties. Luoyang was not only a political hub but also a cradle of Chinese culture, religion, and philosophy. Walking through the old city is like stepping into a vibrant historical drama. The reconstructed city gates, moss-covered and imposing, bear witness to the grandeur of the Han, Sui, and Tang dynasties. The old city pedestrian street, stretching over a kilometer, is steeped in antiquity, adorned with red lanterns, curved tile roofs, folk music, and the delicate aromas drifting from traditional food stalls. This place offers an array of cultural experiences deeply rooted in history. The foundations of the Eastern Han Imperial palaces have been unearthed and recreated using 3D projection technology, vividly portraying life in the ancient court. Traditional Saheyuan-style residences open their doors to visitors, offering tea ceremonies, calligraphy workshops, and even imperial-style pastry-making sessions. In the evenings, the old city comes alive with folk performances, royal dances, and immersive experiences such as transforming into a Tang dynasty magistrate to preside over court, allowing guests to witness history and become part of it. What makes Luoyang's old city exceptional is not merely what has been preserved, but how it has been revitalized within modern life. From experiential activities and traditional handicraft shops to the seamless integration of tourism, culture, and education, this is not just a historical relic, living museum. A historical stage on which all may play a part. The ideal times to visit are in spring, when the Peony Festival bathes the city in vibrant hues, or in autumn, when the golden sunlight gently falls on the cobbled streets. Luoyang's old city quietly retains its solemn elegance and dignity in an ever-evolving China. It is more than a tourist destination, it is a gateway into a journey across dynasties, where the modern soul may rediscover itself in the echoes of the past. If you cherish ancient tales, if you long to tread upon lands that were once the center of the world, lands that bore witness to emperors, philosophers, epic battles, and immortal poetry, then the old city of Luoyang awaits you, with all its timeless majesty and allure. And so, our journey through the ancient city of Luoyang, once the heart of 13 imperial dynasties, draws close. From time-worn landmarks like the Longmen Grottoes and White Horse Temple, to the tantalizing aromas of traditional dishes along the old streets, Luoyang is a destination rich in history and vibrant cultural identity. Speech balloon if you enjoyed this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on future explorations. Have you ever been to Luoyang? Or is there another historical site you'd love us to explore? Let us know in the comments, we'd be thrilled to hear from you. Thank you for staying with us till the very end. This is Strange Distant Land. See you on our next adventure. Goodbye, and may you have a truly wonderful day. Sparkles hand waving.